Zapier is a very powerful automation tool that allows you to connect more than 7,000 different types of applications together. But did you know you can use Zapier not only to build cool automations, but also create interfaces? In this video, we are going to cover Zapier Interfaces, and you are going to learn how to use it, what it is. We are going to see templates and also use cases so you can learn how to use it. Hi, I'm Caio Calderari from AutomationHelpers.com. We help companies like yours get automated and grow by using industry-leading tools to build client portals, apps, integrations, and much more. Subscribe if you want to leverage tech to help your business grow. All right, let's now talk about Zapier Interfaces. First, I'm going to go to the website Zapier.com. Let's talk about Zapier for a second. So Zapier is an automation tool. We use it and it's really awesome. It can connect to more than 7,000 different apps, meaning you can create automations for your business. You can connect multiple tools together and create steps and trigger automations based on specific conditions, and then things will happen. You'll get things automated in a very easy and simple way. They even got AI to help you build these automations. So I really recommend you come to the website and check this amazing tool. Now, we are not going to cover the automations part of Zapier, which is really great and I love, but we are going to talk about the Zapier Interfaces part, which is a fairly new feature they've added, and it's really nice, and it's adding more power to the entire Zapier ecosystem. Now they have also tables, and now it's almost like a complete no-code tool. I think probably it will get there eventually, but right now we can create simple things, but it's already a progress, and I'm going to show you what you can build with it. We are going to see some templates as well, and we are going to see everything here in this video. And by the way, if I'm forgetting to cover or talk about anything specific that you want to know about Zapier, we have more videos on the channel. You can search for them here, or you can also send a comment down below and ask what you want to know, and this will give us ideas of future videos we can create for you. Okay, so make sure to leave a comment down below. All right, so if we check here on the website, we have the Zaps, which is the part where we use to create automations. This is amazing. We also have interfaces and we have tables as well. Another way to access the interfaces page or check more information about this new feature here is by going under product here and clicking here to check the interfaces page. Okay, as we can see here now, we can build apps inside Zapier, which is kind of turning Zapier into almost another no-code tool. Why not? Maybe in the future, we'll be able to create specific apps only using Zapier, and also all the other features, the automations available inside Zapier. So that's an interesting move that Zapier is taking, and we should stay closer to what's happening here, because maybe we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe Zapier can become a bubble alternative or Webflow alternative. We never know. So let's stay tuned and see what's coming next. But for now, we only have this initial version of Zapier Interfaces, which is really cool, but it's not really like other no-code tools out there like app builders. But we can build very interesting things here. And for instance, we can even use it to connect to Stripe and collect payments. So we have forms, we have tables, we have cards, we have embeds, we can use source code from other applications, HTML, and we also have the layout builder. So this is the core foundation of a no-code app builder here, guys. So yeah, if that evolves, we are going to have potentially a no-code app builder built inside Zapier. Now with the tables, with the automations, this will be very good and interesting to use. So let's keep an eye on it. As we can see here from the website, we can create professional customer portals, okay? But of course, do not expect that this is going to be a very sophisticated portal, but it's a decent one. And for specific use cases, for instance, if you have a small business, maybe it's going to be good enough for you and it's going to be a great way to start. Another positive thing about it is that if you already use Zapier and you are paying for it, then you don't have to pay for another no-code tool if you want to build some simple pages. Another advantage of using Zapier Interfaces is that it's going to connect very easily to all the other automations you have, or you can even combine the interfaces you create with automations you create, and both will run at the same place, on the same tool, under the same subscription. That's an advantage for sure. And now with tables as well, you can store the information, for instance, that is being collected from a form into the database that lives inside Zapier as well. That's a huge advantage. And I think it's very interesting to be able to explore these alternatives and use cases and explore these scenarios. Another example of what you can do here is to capture and manage leads. Like I mentioned, you can create forms, and we're going to see more examples later on this video. So you can capture and manage leads, you can capture information through the forms, and you can use this information collected to maybe trigger automations. You can send this information to other tools as well, and you can store this information on a database you have inside Zapier as well using the tables feature, okay? You can also create a little Kanban board, for instance, and based on the status of a specific task, you can trigger automations as well. So you can get really creative here and explore these features in various different forms and for various scenarios as well. So I think it's at least interesting to give it a try. Now, let's take a look at some templates we can use, because we don't have to build everything from scratch. That's the beauty of using templates. It will allow us to save a bunch of time, and it will also give us some ideas of what we can build as well. So let's explore a few of the existing templates. They've prepared a template library here that you can use. So we have a couple ones being featured here. For instance, we have an AI chat for lead generation. And by the way, another thing they have here is ChatGPT from OpenAI built in. So you can build a chatbot with all the interface that is going to provide you with the text areas and the information coming from the chatbot right inside Zapier Interfaces out of the box. So you don't have to build the whole structure. All you have to do is to pick that snippet, add it to your page, and you will have a chatbot using OpenAI's ChatGPT inside Zapier Interfaces. So that's really cool. And that's one of the examples they have here. They have an AI chat for lead generation. So let's take a look at this one. We can click here to check this out, and it will show us a screenshot showing how this looks like, a couple information here, how it was built. It was built using the Chatbots widget. And by the way, we have lots of widgets we can choose from while creating Zapier Interfaces, and it looks exactly like this. This is a live test that I can do here. So it's saying, hello, do you want to build an AI-powered chatbot like this one for your team? I'm here to help. This is an automated response. And here you can talk to this bot. You can say, for instance, hey, help me build something like this. And then here is exactly how it will work. And basically what you can do is to build something like this from this template, but you can also customize how this chatbot will reply. And you can train this to reply the messages in a specific way based on all the configuration that you did on the background. So you can create basically your own chatbot using this chatbots widget from Zapier Interfaces. And I'm going to show you in a sec how you can actually do that. So this is one template. If we want to use this template, we want to copy this entire configuration here in this setup, we can click here to use this template, and then we have to log in to our Zapier account. Now, if you don't have an account yet, all you have to do is to sign up for free, okay? You have 14 days to try this, even on the premium plans, okay? Now, if you do have an account, then you just log in as usual. All right, let's now go back to the template library so we can take a look at what else we can build while using Zapier Interfaces. Okay, so we saw this first one, which is an AI chat for lead generation. We also have an AI email assistant template as well we can build. We can also use this applicant tracker template. We can also use this one, which is a contact list template. We can also create a little expenses tracker with a form and the page to visualize the expenses. We can create lead capture forms and use this template. We can use it to create a simple sales CRM or create a form with a video. There is this template as well that allows you to create a video course platform. Of course, it's not going to be as sophisticated as Kajabi or Teachable or other platforms to host courses, but it's possible. It's a very simplified version, but it's available here, so why not, right? You can also build all sorts of different AI chatbots. There are several templates you can use here. You can create a form to, for instance, trigger an automation and then use AI to generate content ideas. Basically anything that has forms, databases, automation, AI involved, you can build. So as you can see, there are a bunch of different use cases and ideas and things you can actually build using Zapier Interfaces. But how does it work exactly? So that's what we are going to do right now. We're going to jump inside Zapier and we are going to play with it. We might even copy some of these templates and start playing with them to see how they actually work. So this will give you a better idea of how exactly you can actually build your Zapier interface or your Zapier application using this new feature. Let's do it together right now. So I'm going to go to the Zapier website and I'm going to click to get started for free. And I'm going to start my free trial with you guys right now on a new account. Okay, so I'm going to use my Google sign up login here. Here, just have to answer these questions. I'm going to just answer very quickly. You can skip this onboarding process and then you're going to have access to this homepage here, which is your account dashboard. Okay. Now here we can create new zaps, we can create new tables, interfaces, chatbots, and even canvas, okay? Now we can also start from here. We have the same options available here, or we can pick a template as well from the dashboard. Now here, if we go to interfaces, we are going to see all the interfaces we've created. We are going to see some options here. For instance, we can create a form, we can create a table or a Kanban view, or we can start blank, okay? Now I'm gonna click here to start blank, and we have two options available for us. We have form or customer portal, or we can also start from scratch. If you don't wanna start from scratch, or if you don't wanna choose any of these options, of course you can click here to visit the templates library I showed you before. Hey, if you need help building a project or if you have any questions, we are here to assist. Visit our website at automationhelpers.com. We are offering 30-minute free consultation calls with our experts. Visit the link down below and book your call today. I'm sure our experts will be able to help you get your project done and help your company grow as well. Book your call today. Of course, now we are going to create a couple projects together. So for this first one, I'm going to start from scratch so we can see everything the way it is without any template or without anything really. Now, the Stripe payment is a premium feature. You'll have to upgrade if you want to use it. If you want to see more information about it, just click this button and check the pricing page. We have some components that are free. We have a search bar to search for specific components. And so we have text, we have form, we have table, Kanban, we have chatbot, we have link cards, we have media. Embed is also pro. We have buttons, we have the layout, which is also on the pro plan. We have a divider and a checklist. Okay, so we have a couple basic components that will allow us to build our page. So just so you have an idea of what is going on here, we are building a new page, an interface, okay? So right now we don't have anything on our page, and we can see on this tab here, the page name, we can create more than one page and we can link pages together as well. And we can also create automations that will be triggered by actions and so on and much more. So basically here, I'm going to start building my page. Let's start with a text. And then once I click this component, it will be added to my page. If you are familiar with other no-code app builders, it will be very easy for you to understand how it works. So now I have which is basically this component. It uses markdown text. So if you search markdown on Google, there is a specific way to format this text, meaning if you remove this, for instance, it will no longer be a title. So search about markdown, and you can even ask ChatGPT to teach you this, and you know how to use it, okay? There is information about it here as well, the markdown guide. So if you add this hashtag symbol here, you're gonna be able to make it a header. If you add this here, you're gonna have the text in bold. And also you can see as you add it, these things will change. So basically, if you wanna add it, what's visible here, you just change the copy here, okay? So it's very easy to use. You just follow the guidelines here, and you can choose whether this is narrow, medium, wide, depending on the type of page you're building, if you're building for mobile devices or for desktop devices, or if for any reason you want to make this smaller as well. You can choose the alignment, if it's going to be left, center, or right, and the text alignment inside the component itself. So basically here you will find all the options that you can tweak to control how this component will look like. As we can see, it's not really exactly like a no-code app builder because it's missing a lot of other features that you would find in other different types of no-code tools. But it's a start, and I believe this will evolve over time. So I believe this is good enough for now. If you want to delete the component, you can click here, it will be deleted, and then you go back to the previous step. Now, I'm going to add a form to my page. And of course, you can add more than one component. We are going to see that in a second. Once we choose to add a form to our page, it will ask us which data source we want to connect to this form. You can create a table, and then this will use the tables feature. Then you configure this new table to be associated with this form, or you can skip that step and then create the table later. It's up to you. Now, once we have this form added to our page, we can, of course, customize how it looks like, all the fields and everything. We have this section here called fields. We can click here and it will highlight that specific field. Here we can change the field name. For instance, if we want to change it to name, we can change the type, if it's a short text or if it's a drop down, or if it's something else. So you have a lot of options to choose from here in this selector. You can change the label, the placeholder, the help text, the default value if you want to add a default value. You can choose if it's required or hidden. And you also have the reference ID for this form. And of course, you can add more information. You can add fields, and then you continue to build this form. Once you configure everything, you click here, create field, and it will be added to your form, okay? Now, if you click outside of the component, it will show only the page without the settings on the sidebar we were seeing before. If you want to continue editing the entire form, you can do that. Here on this tab, you can see more information about the table that is going to collect this information once the form is submitted. You can see also the actions, what will happen when someone submits this form. Right now, it's going to show a notification. You can also change that as well, or you can create and add other actions. Here, you can, for instance, select to run a zap, or you can send the person to another page or to an external URL. So you have a lot of options here. You can customize this to your specific needs. And of course, if you don't want to build everything from scratch, I recommend you check existing templates, because then you don't have to build everything from scratch, and that could be helpful and save you a bunch of time. Now, we have a form on this page. We can add extra components as well by clicking this plus icon here. So if we click here, we are going to see the list of all the existing and available components we saw before. And this way you can continue building your page. For instance, if now I want to add text to my page, I can click here and then this will be added to my page. Of course, if I want to move this to the top of the page, all I have to do is to click and drag this to the top of my page. And then this way I can continue building this page. I can customize the details here, the colors, how it will behave and work. If I want to create a new page, I click here, I give it a name, and then I will start a new page from scratch and repeat this process until I'm happy with this page. Now, if we add a chatbot component, for instance, we can create a new chatbot, and then it will integrate automatically with the chatbots feature. Here inside Zapier, I can create chatbots and then configure how they will work. And basically what I'm going to do here on this page is to select this chatbot here, and then it will work on my Zapier Interfaces page. That's really interesting and powerful. Another thing we can do is to select cards like these ones and add links to other pages, add new cards. And this way we can build a variety of pages and use these pages for all different types of purposes and use cases. So if you want to get inspired and see what else you can build and get some ideas, I recommend you go to the templates page. Under settings, we can change the interface name. We can choose the subdomain, which one is going to be the home page. Once we upgrade our plan, we are going to have access to the theme customization, and that means we can change colors and the appearance of the page and components to make it match our brand style. We also have this tab to configure the branding aspects of our interfaces. You can add a custom domain to your interfaces as well. You can also add tracking tools and analytics to your interfaces. You can configure access and restrict access to specific users on specific pages. For instance, if you're building an online course platform, like I showed you before, there is a template for that. You can define who is going to access what and who is going to be able to visualize and access specific pages. Here you can define a few settings about the navigations on the pages, if you want to add links and create navigation for your Zapier interfaces and pages. If you're enjoying this video so far, click the like button down below. And if you want to keep learning more about automation, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now, once you finish building your interfaces, you will see all the pages you have available, the tables that are connected to these pages, and also if you have zaps connected to these pages as well. As we can see, we can combine Zapier interfaces with chatbots, with tables, and with zaps by creating automations that will have a relationship to actions that will happen on your pages. This is amazing, and that will open a lot of new possibilities for you and your business while you're using Zapier. Now I'm gonna go back to my home page, and we are gonna create a couple more projects so we can test a few templates together. I'm gonna click here on the interfaces page, click here on this button to create a new interface. I'm going to start with this customer portal option they are offering here. So I'm going to click here, and then it will ask me which type of customer portal I want to create. So I have two options here: request portal template or simple CRM template. Since I'm testing this for the first time, I'm going to choose this one so we can see how it looks like. It's going to build this first interface for me. And let's take a look around and see what is inside it. So we have a couple pages here. We have the home page, the book demo. We have the FAQ page, the forum page. We have the submit ticket page and view tickets page as well. It is connected to a table called tickets. And we have a zap here that will be triggered when a new ticket is added. So let's go first to the home page and see how it looks like. We have a text component here, which is saying request portal. So I understand this is a portal to request a few things. Maybe I'm working on a company and I want to create a new ticket. I can come to this portal and then request something, okay? So we have some quick links here. One is for us to create a new ticket. We have also this book demo, join forum, and see FAQs. And if we edit this, of course, we can change how it looks like and how it works. We also have another page here, which is this book demo. Here we have this text component, and it seems to be just a placeholder. So you add, for instance, your Calendly link or something else. Now let's check the FAQ page. Okay, here we have this component with some questions and answers. Of course, this is a template, so we have to change this based on our information, or we just remove this page if it's not needed. The idea is just to copy this and tweak it to our specific needs. Okay, so this is basically a placeholder. We have the forum page, which is also a very simple page, a placeholder. We have the submit ticket page as well, which I believe is going to be a form. From what I'm understanding here, we have multiple pages, but most of these pages are just placeholders. And what I believe is the most complete part here for this example is the form that has an email field, full name, comments, and attach a screenshot field and a capture required one. And then it can create a ticket. And once we create a ticket, it will show the tickets here on a Kanban view. We can click here on this link to actually visit this page. Okay, so I'm going to go to the home page, and then I'm going to click here, and it will open this application, this actual page. So now we are seeing exactly what users will see when they navigate on this page. Okay, if you share this link with a person, they will be able to use this Zapier interface. Okay, this little application built with Zapier interfaces. Now we have this create ticket card here. So if we click here, it will go to the next page. And then here I can add my email, my name, example comment. I'm going to skip this one and then click on the captcha and then click to create a ticket. It's saying the form was submitted. Now let's try to go to the view tickets page and see if it's working. So yeah, we have the to-do item here, which is exactly with the information that I provided on the form. And now if I go to the database, I can click here, view table, and we are going to see the table that is hosting all this information. And as we can see, we have this record inside our database collecting all the information that we provided on the form we've submitted. Now, if we go back here to the dashboard, I want to check the zaps. We have a zap here that was created, which is called new ticket added. And once we click here, we can see what is going on in the background. So here we can see that on the Zapier interfaces, it has an action when the form is submitted, then it sends information via email as well. And then it sends a message to someone based on the information that was provided. In that case, it's sending this information to my personal email. So that automation comes out of the box integrated with this template. And of course, you can change that. You can turn it on or off, or even add more steps to this automation and make it work in a completely different way. As you can see, you can build a lot of different things using Zapier as an automation tool and also using the built-in tables as your database as well. This will allow you to build all sorts of different types of applications and solve a variety of problems inside your business, making your processes more efficient and streamlined. And of course, all that at the end of the month means saving time and money as well. Now, I want to create another interface here so we can check the Chatbots feature because I got really curious about it. Let's click here to create a new interface. And this time, instead of selecting one of these options, I'm going to go to the templates library. And here, I'm going to find one specific template that I like. Let's see. I'm going to click here under Chatbots. And here I have a lot of options to choose from. I have a sales support AI. I have a content repurposing chatbot, simple FAQ, employees onboarding, AI chatbot for e-commerce template. We have this one called blog generator, business coach, recipe generator, writing assistant, motivational coach, lesson plan generator, to-do list, research assistant AI. Which one would you pick? I'm gonna pick this one here, the blog generator AI chatbot. Let's click on this one and create our new interface. Okay, so here we can see this chatbot. We have the instructions here. So here you're gonna write your prompt and you're gonna define how this chatbot should behave. So you can write everything here. This is all pre-built for us because it's coming from a template, but of course we can also change this and repurpose the chatbot entirely and make it do something else, okay? Or we can just improve parts that we don't like. We also have the greeting message, could be static or generated. We have a static one for now. And we also can choose the AI model we are going to use. In this case, it's selecting ChatGPT 4o Mini, or we can use the 3.5 Turbo. And the beauty of it is that we don't have to use our own API keys to use ChatGPT here. By just paying the plan we pay for Zapier, it will come out of the box already included for us, which is really nice. Here on the right side, you will see how this bot will look like. So it will say the greeting message here. And here on the bottom, you will have a text field as usual for you to start having conversations with the bot. Here you can even actually test how the bot works. You can even restart the chat, or of course you can embed this on an interface, which is exactly what we are going to do together. You can also check how it will look like on a desktop device or on a mobile device. You can also add knowledge to this chatbot. This is a premium feature, meaning you can add websites, files, or even tables, and this information will feed the chatbot. So the chatbot will collect information from these sources to reply the users interacting with the chatbot, which is really nice. You can also create logic, for instance, collect leads, create Zap buttons, run Zaps, or even add suggestions as well. You can tweak the style, add a favicon, an avatar, add your logo, colors, and all that's available on the premium plan, okay? You can also check conversations, check the history, and know what people are saying to your bot. You also have some more advanced options to choose from and configure how your bot will behave. You also have the analytics page here built in for you. You can know how many conversations are happening with your bot, messages being sent, URLs being clicked, and some recent conversations happening with your bot, okay? You can click here to visualize your bot and interact with it in real life. And of course, we can create an interface that will have this bot on the page itself. So if we go back to our home page and now we go to the Interfaces tab, we can access an existing interface or just create a new one. In this case, I'm going to access this existing one called New Interface. And then I'm going to access my home page. And here I can edit the entire layout. I'm going to click on the form. I'm going to delete this component. And then I'm going to add a new one. I'm going to scroll down and find Chatbot. And then I'm going to search for the exact chatbot that I just created. So this is the one, blog generator. I'm going to select it, and then it will be added to my page. I can choose the height, the width, the alignment, and then once I'm happy with it, I can use this on my page. Once I'm happy with it, I can share this interface with anyone by sharing the link, and they will be able to access this chatbot and interact with it. Before I do that, I just want to change the title here to Blog AI Generator. And here I'm going to say, talk to my bot and create your blog post. Okay, now I can click here and then access this interface I just created. It's going to send the first message we configured. And here I can say, hey, please create a blog article talking about Zapier Interfaces. Then it's gonna ask me more information, and once I provide more information to the assistant, it will be able to complete the task. How cool is that? Amazing, right? All right, now you know how to use Zapier Interfaces. In this video, you learned what Zapier Interfaces are, how to use it, also how to use tables and connect Zapier interfaces with tables and forms, and how to use it and trigger existing automations inside Zapier to build amazing things. As you can see, Zapier is really powerful and it's becoming even more powerful every day. I can't wait to see what you are going to build next. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you want to keep learning more and dive deeper into Zapier, I recommend you watch this video here next. And as always, let's automate your business.